Drop the gun! Show me your hands!
The city of Birmingham, Alabama has just under 200,000 people and recorded 152 homicides in 2022, a 6% increase over their 2021 totals, and breaking the record of 148 set in 1992. Over the past 5 years, the murder numbers have been on a steady rise. And as with most cities in America, the age of the shooters and victims are getting younger. Do the schools play a role in this? There are 10 public high schools in Birmingham, 3 of which would be described as legitimately good schools. 1 would be considered bad and 6 extremely bad. Overall, there are approximately 9,300 students combined in those 10 schools. And combined, 87% of the students graduate. 38% can read at grade level, and 37% can do math at grade level. And 29% are chronically absent, meaning they miss 15 or more days in a school year. Those are the numbers when you calculate all 10 schools. But if you remove the 3 schools that are legitimately good and just focus on the 7 schools that are bad to extremely bad, you drop to 16% at grade level for reading and 14% for math. And you have 38% chronically absent. So fortunately for Birmingham, 42% of the students attending public high schools go to one of the 3 good schools. But that still leaves 58% of high school-aged children going to one of the 7 bad schools, or 5,349 students, of which over 2,000 are chronically absent, and only 7,800 can read or write at grade level. So we have to ask, what are these kids going to do after they graduate? Even jobs at places like McDonald's or the grocery store require some level of reading and math. So if approximately 4,500 of these kids leave high school and are not capable of getting a very basic job, what are they going to do? Assuming half are female, maybe they get pregnant and go on welfare. But that still leaves 2,250 males, of which half of them or more were chronically absent from school, so probably lack the ability and discipline to actually hold down a job. And if the school-to-prison pipeline hadn't been put on the sidelines next to the Keystone Pipeline, most, if not all, of the rest of them would probably spend most of their lives behind bars. But with the way things are today, they'll just be out on the streets, doing what uneducated, undisciplined young people do. Birmingham is 72% black. Birmingham had 4 mass shootings last year. The 152 homicides last year gave the city a murder rate of 77, which ranks up there with the worst of the worst cities in America. Your odds of being murdered in Birmingham are 1 in 1,300. And with crimes becoming less and less prosecuted and kids graduating with less of an education, all these crime stats are only going to get worse. Some people blame the kids or the parents, but the schools have rendered themselves down to glorified babysitters and no longer educators. And that's on them.